And yeah, I mean, my name is Daniel. I'm from Geekseller. I'm a co-founder. We have a tool that is a multi-channel software. So we simply connect different platforms and helping sellers to automate things. We are primarily focusing on automating order fulfillment and managing inventory, making sure that all your platforms have updated quantities. And also that you're not overselling. So that's the core of our business. And actually, majority of our sellers are on Walmart, Amazon, and Shopify. So even though we support also other marketplaces and platforms, this is really what we see where the e-commerce is happening. I'm mainly speaking for the US market because that's also our primary market, but we also serve actually sellers across the world. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Shopify and Amazon multi-channel fulfillment, MCF, and this is because it's getting very popular. It's very difficult to find a good 3PL company. So we partner with several 3PL companies, but they're struggling with competing with Amazon on the speed of the fulfillment, on the cost. So really, we see a huge shift, people moving to FBA and fulfilling all the other channels also with MCF. So first of all, I wanted to say that we work with many sellers, but also with Amazon sales team, who are introducing us to Shopify sellers to help them connect those two platforms. In a very basic setup, as a seller, you can, without any help, without any additional cost, you can connect MCF with Shopify. There is a plugin developed by Amazon that you can install, you can connect. They have pretty straightforward steps how to connect your Shopify to MCF. But at one point, if you sell a lot of, if you have a lot of SKUs, and if you have in mind some more advanced logic behind how you want to fulfill orders, things can get too complicated for this simple integration, and then you may want to look for the external software like Geekseller, but I know there are also other competitors of ours that do that, which can help you to do those things. And just to give you some examples, for example, the default Shopify plugin is very difficult to utilize if you want to, for example, fulfill orders using MCF, let's say for just a part of the US, and for example, you want to yourself fulfill, let's say, orders from your state, or if you want to partially fulfill a larger order with MCF and the rest of this order with your own fulfillment centers. So this is actually also what we see, how our customers are trying to save money on fulfillment by, for example, fulfilling larger orders with their own fulfillment centers, but sending those small orders with one item, two items to the MCF for fulfillment. So what's so powerful about Shopify really is that it also opens up you to the different channels like TikTok or Facebook. We are also promoting very much Shopify because very, very often sellers come to us and they ask, do you support TikTok? Do you support Facebook, Instagram? And we do not have a direct integration, but if you sell on Shopify, just connect your Shopify to TikTok, to Instagram, and then we're gonna pull all those orders from Shopify to us, and then send it to any place you want for the fulfillment. So it's powerful, of course, this MCF, that you can fulfill not only Amazon orders, but you can fulfill other channels. But of course, you have to be very careful with this. Always read terms and conditions of the marketplace. Because, for example, Walmart doesn't like when you fulfill orders with MCF. Amazon introduced those two very nice features to ship orders with a blank box, and also an option to do not use Amazon logistics, so that there's no issues with the tracking numbers. But Walmart, for example, they still can figure it out. They can still find out that you actually use the competitor to ship orders. And some sellers trying to do it, but we see a lot of suspension. A lot of accounts were suspended simply with the reason of using the competitors' logistics to fulfill orders. So be careful with this. I know that some other marketplaces, I think like the Etsy, eBay, I think even Wayfair that we work with, they do not care much about that who's shipping, as long as you are not shipping it with a huge Amazon logo on top of the box. But again, be always careful with that, and keep an eye on the terms and conditions that you're signing with the marketplace before you start fulfilling the orders. And again, it's also depending on, I mean, each business is different. Different products cost different amount to ship and to store. So it's really up to you how you want to decide about saving. But again, some of our sellers are able to save on shipment by distributing the orders either to MCF or to their own fulfillment based on the destination, based on the number of SKUs that came in the order, and other parameters. Let me see. So yeah, I think that's more or less the topic that I wanted to cover, which is pretty easy to I don't have that much, I think, convince people to use FBA on MCF. And yeah, I a little bit worried for all of our 3PL partners that they have to really struggle and compete with such a huge competitor like Amazon is.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every day they're moving into different spaces and taking a little bit more of other people like this.
Yeah, and they're adding AI and the robots everywhere. So all those warehouses are now so automated.
Yeah. Sweet, Daniel, thank you very much.